British weather is often seen as a single moody character, but that's a myth. Look closer, and you'll find the UK is a patchwork of microclimates, tiny, distinct weathers shaped by land, sea, and sky. These microclimates are local atmospheric quirks, a sunny garden corner, a wine-sheltered street, a frosty valley floor. Sometimes the difference is subtle, other times it's dramatic. One side of a hill drenched in rain, the other dry. These aren't random, they're the result of the land's conversation with the air, shaped by topography, altitude, and proximity to the sea. Traveling through the UK in winter means passing through a series of these hidden weathers. You might leave the mild Cornish coast and, hours later, find yourself in the crisp cold of the Mendip Hills. Even within a city, you can step from a warm, bustling center into a park hard with frost. Each landscape has its own atmospheric signature, a miniature weather system with its own rules. Understanding these rules reveals the deep connection between place and weather. This journey explores the forces behind these unique pockets of weather. We'll see how high ridges block clouds, how coastal fringes borrow warmth from the sea. These subtle shifts dictate where plants thrive and animals shelter. Reading the landscape means reading the stories the air tells. The UK's climate is a grand mosaic, built from countless, small, secret weathers. Let's step into this intricate world, discover the hidden weathers that shape our islands. Britain's winter microclimates begin in the far southwest, where Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly reach into the Atlantic. The Gulf Stream, a warm ocean current, bathes these coasts, acting as a giant storage heater. This warmth allows palm trees to thrive in places like Trezo Aban. The sea moderates winter temperatures, preventing sharp frosts common inland. Snow is rare. Instead, winter brings dampness, sea mist, and the Atlantic's roar. The intricate coastline creates sheltered coves and estuaries, forming pockets of warmth. Natural harbors like the Foul Estuary protect land from harsh gales, nurturing unique ecosystems. These sanctuaries support delicate flora and a horticultural industry that produces spring flowers, while much of the UK is still in winter's grip. The mild, moist air draws visitors and shapes daily life. Yet, persistent damp and fierce gales are constant reminders of the ocean's power. Living in Cornwall means living in close dialogue with the sea and its gentle, unpredictable winter. Here, the microclimate is both a blessing and a challenge. It's a world defined by water, not ice. The Pennines, stretching down northern England, act as a weather wall, creating one of the UK's sharpest microclimatic divides. Prevailing southwest winds bring moist Atlantic air, which rises over the Pennines, cools, and drops rain on the western slopes. Cities like Manchester are famously wet, their lush landscapes fed by this constant rainfall. This reliable rain once powered the mills of the Industrial Revolution, but as the air descends the eastern side, it warms, suppressing clouds and reducing rainfall. This creates a rain shadow over Yorkshire and the northeast. Sometimes it's raining in Manchester while York basks in sunshine. The difference can be abrupt. Drive through the Woodhead Pass, and you might emerge from mist into clear skies. The rain shadow shapes everything: soils, crops, and even the feel of the land. The west is green and pastoral, the east drier and suited to arable farming. The Pennines are more than geology, they're a weather-making machine. They sort the rain, creating two distinct worlds just miles apart. This divide influences agriculture, architecture, and daily life. The landscape's character is written in its weather. The Pennines remind us: a single ridge can split a nation's climate. Two weathers, side by side. On clear winter nights, a different microclimate forms in the land's hollows. As the ground loses heat, cold, dense air flows downhill and pools in valleys and dips. These are frost hollows. Temperatures here can plunge far below those on surrounding slopes, flipping the usual rule that higher means colder. A walker descending at dawn might feel the air grow colder, the valley floor turned into a natural freezer. Braemar in the Scottish Highlands is a classic frost hollow, often recording the UK's lowest winter temperatures. But frost hollows can form anywhere with varied topography: a dip in a field, a river valley, even a city park. These pockets of extreme cold have real consequences. Gardeners and farmers avoid planting tender crops in frost hollows, choosing higher ground for sensitive plants. Wildlife adapts too. Deer rest on warmer hillsides, not in frigid valley bottoms. The frost hollow is a hidden world of cold, shaping where life can thrive. It's a reminder, the most extreme weather can be found in the stillest, most sheltered places. Microclimates aren't always obvious, they're often right under our feet. The land's smallest dips can hold winter's deepest chill. Cities like London create their own weather, a phenomenon called the urban heat island effect. Concrete, brick, and human activity trap and generate heat, making city centers several degrees warmer than the countryside, especially on calm winter nights. Buildings absorb solar heat by day and release it at night. Central heating, vehicles, and even body heat add to the warmth. Tall buildings trap this heat, creating a bubble of mildness. Snow is rare and melts quickly. Frosts are fewer and less severe. This artificial climate extends the growing season for city plants and offers refuge for some wildlife, but it can also disrupt natural cycles, confusing animals and plants. London's winter glow is a vivid example of how human life reshapes the weather around us. The Cairngorms Plateau in the Scottish Highlands is Britain's Arctic heart, a high granite fortress where altitude rules the weather. For every 100 meters you climb, the temperature drops, making this the UK's coldest region. Here, Atlantic gales roar across the exposed tops, and wind chills can turn freezing temperatures dangerous. Snow can fall any month, often lying from November to May. The landscape is scoured by blizzards and ice, demanding respect from all who enter. Only the hardiest plants and animals survive: dwarf willow, moss campion, ptarmigan, and mountain hares, relics of the last ice age. For humans, the Cairngorms are a place of challenge and fascination, a true wilderness. To venture here in winter is to step into another world: thin air, sharp light, and absolute silence. It's a stark contrast to the gentle lowlands below. The Cairngorms remind us of the wild extremes hidden within our islands. For UK wildlife, winter survival depends on reading microclimates. Animals instinctively seek out pockets of warmth and shelter, lee slopes out of the wind, south-facing hillsides that catch the sun. Red deer avoid exposed ridges, grazing where snow melts first. Even small features matter. A thicket of gorse, a dry stone wall, or tunnels beneath the snow offer vital refuge. Birds roost together in dense trees or old buildings, sharing warmth. The snow itself insulates small mammals, keeping ground temperature stable. These behaviors reveal the landscape as a network of shelters and exposures. Maintaining hedgerows, old trees, and varied woodlands is crucial. They're not just pretty, but essential for survival. Wildlife's secret sanctuaries are written into the land's microgeography. To see them is to understand the true complexity of winter life. The land is alive with hidden havens. Know you've been a good friend. Farmers and gardeners know microclimates better than anyone. Their livelihoods depend on it. They map their land by warmth, wind, and frost, not just by boundaries. Early fields catch the morning sun and warm up first, perfect for early crops. Frost hollows are left for hardier plants or summer grazing. Hedgerows and shelter belts are planted strategically to break the wind and create pockets of calm. Glasshouses are sited to catch every ray of winter sun. As climate change brings more extremes, this local knowledge becomes vital. Adapting crops and practices to microclimates is key to resilience. The ancient art of reading the land is a tool for the future. Studying microclimates reconnects us with our surroundings, teaching us to read the land's subtle cues. For planners and architects, this knowledge leads to better, more sustainable design. Buildings that capture winter sun, parks that shelter from wind. Urban heat islands can be softened with trees and green spaces. As climate change accelerates, local weather details matter more than ever. The impacts, floods, droughts, heat waves, will be felt at the micro level. Understanding our own patch of weather helps us adapt and protect what's vulnerable. We're not passive recipients of a single climate. We shape and are shaped by countless small weathers. By learning to read these secret weather wars, we can live more intelligently and harmoniously with our environment. Microclimates are the language of place. It's a language we all need to learn,